Welcome to Open for Adventure. I am your host, Camille, and today is a very special session where it is me and Mindy for a quick solo session between regular sessions. I'm going to say session one more time. Yeah, okay. Great. Are you ready, Mindy? That's fair. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh God, I don't hate you. I just suck.
It's been a long evening. Am I still muted?
No, I unmuted you.
Oh!
It's a very exciting time to be alive. So, Leona, it's the very end of the first night of traveling after reaching that town with Alok. You and Ray have agreed to take the third watch together. And so you slip into slumber and begin to dream. You are 6 years old. And Kristoff has just told you that you are not his real sister. You find yourself looking for someone who can give you answers. A little confused, a little upset. What do you do?
I am probably, so I'm 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably running through the halls, maybe getting a few glances that make me slow down a little bit until I round a corner, and then I'm hurrying again. And I am looking for Lord Kentigern.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. That is a 13.
It doesn't take you too long to find him. He is in his study.
Is this door open?
It's cracked.
I'm gonna knock on the door, and then I'm gonna poke, try to peek in, but I'm nudging the door open as I do so I'm not really being very sneaky or anything.
Okay, that's fine. You see that he's writing a letter, and as you knock, he looks up. Leona, what is it, dear? You look upset.
I'm gonna go over. Is there? No, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around to the edge of his desk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kristoff was being mean. He said that I wasn't really his sister.
Oh. Leona, come here, dear. He gently holds out his arms to pick you up and put you in his lap.
Okay.
He kind of turns his chair around so that he can look you in the face and kind of also place his hand around your shoulders. Leona, dear, Kristoff is, while he is a bit of a jerk sometimes, I agree, is not wrong. You see, you know how Kristoff and Alexandria and Roman's mother passed when they were very young?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes children grow up without parents like that. And
Is Kristoff adopted?
no, Kristoff is not adopted.
Oh.
But about 6 years ago, I was going out to ride Swift Silver,
Mm-hmm.
And you know how raucous he is. You know how wild and untamed he is. I went out there and I heard a noise in his stall. It was a little baby girl. She'd been there all night, and he had not trampled her.
Wow.
And
Who was she?
I looked into her pretty green eyes, and I decided that this little girl would be raised under my protection. I named her Leona.
That's me.
That's right.
Wait. So I So that means I'm not really your daughter?
You are my daughter in my heart. Always. But no, you are not of my bloodline, Leona. That's why I gave you the name Leona Swiftsilver.
Oh. Well, where are my parents?
That, my dear, I'm afraid I do not know.
Well, when are they coming back?
They might not come back, Leona. Sometimes parents cannot take care of their children.
Well, why not?
Sometimes they are afraid. Sometimes they do not have enough money. Sometimes they have other things that would take them away and need more attention. Your parents probably thought you would be better off in my care than what they could give you.
Well, I do like it here.
I would hope so. I raised you just as I raised Roman and Alexandria and Christoph.
I do like them.
You have all of the same lessons that they do. All of the same privileges.
So wait, that means they're not my brothers and sisters?
They are not your brothers and sisters, not truly, but maybe at heart. You know, sometimes, Leona, in this world, you get to pick your family. And if you still like us when you're older, perhaps you will pick us as your family.
Well, I do like you very much right now.
I hope that doesn't change, sweet girl. What does that look for? What are you thinking?
Do you know anything about them? My parents?
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, I guess I'm a little sad that they decided to leave me, but maybe it's like you said, maybe they thought this was better. And I do really like you. I like everyone. Everyone's very nice here. Mostly. I don't really like Aunt Beatrice. She's not very nice.
I know, Beatrice can be a lot, and Lady Maris can be a lot too, but she means well.
Yeah.
She's had a hard time coming into this family after Christoph and Alexandra and Roman's mother passed. We should be extra nice to her.
Okay. Do you think she would like it if I got her a pastry? I could go down to the kitchens.
I'm sure she would love it.
Okay.
Now, Leona, if you are ever unhappy here, you should tell me.
Okay. I don't know why I would be unhappy here. But, okay.
All right.
I can do that.
Now give me a hug. Come here.
Give him a hug.
He gives you a tight hug.
I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, he gives you a laugh. Are you feeling better now? That's a good girl. You're welcome to stay in here for a little bit longer if you'd like, or you can go get Lady Maris that pastry.
Do you know where she is right now?
I imagine she's in her study.
Maybe I will go deliver the pastry and then I'll come back.
That sounds wonderful. You
Okay.
can have a seat right here, and maybe we'll find you a book to read.
Okay. And I will dart back out the door.
Okay. This memory fades from your dream state, and suddenly you are in that corridor again, but it's dark. And you find yourself peeking in the door after you watched a mysterious man go into Lord Kentigern's study.
What do I see? How old am I?
7.
Oh, I'm okay, so I'm still young.
Roll a perception check.
Oh. 8.
It's hard to tell who he is. You don't recognize him. Maybe you've seen him once or twice, but he's not really anybody that's very familiar. But he has walked into Lord Kentigern's study, and they seem to know each other. Lord Kentigern greets him with a warm smile and a big hug, and he says, the disguises get cleverer and cleverer every year. The man gives him a smile and a nod, and they sit down opposite each other. And the way that your vision is looking in here, you can see the profile of Lord Kentigern, but you look at the back of this man, and so you can't really tell much about him. He says, I've come to talk about Leona. Lord Kentigern goes, I figured as much. What do you want to know? What is she like? Lord Kentigern smiles. She is vivacious and she loves to sing. She's got quite a voice as well. I will say I've not heard anything quite like it. The stranger, you hear him give a laugh and say, that's just like her grandmother. Roman gives him a nod. After a moment, they sit there in silence for a few moments, and the man goes, it's hard to remember to call her that, Leona. Kentigern gives him a nod. Yes, but I think it fits her. Another silence passes. You notice that they are sipping on some small beverages, or some alcoholic beverages in small glasses. And the stranger says, has anyone come looking for her yet? Kentigern gives him a nod and says, no. No, thank goodness. The stranger gives him another nod. I figured she would be safe here. Kentigern agrees. The stranger says, Richard, what about you? How have things been treating you since you left the Covenant? Richard gives him a shrug. It's a challenge not to have much of a purpose, but I find being a father is more rewarding. There's another small silence. Tell me more about her, Richard. Tell me more about her.
I'm like leaning closer to hear.
Richard laughs, takes a big drink. She's a lot like her grandfather. Kind, gentle, so compassionate. She has inherited his love of stories, particularly romance. I'm not sure if she will take an interest in any of the gods the way he did, but you never know.
So I can't see any of this guy.
You see an outline, and he has short, cropped black hair and rounded ears.
At this point, I'm probably like, I'm really curious because there's a lot of stuff being said that seems to contradict other things that I've been told. So I'm just gonna maybe sneakily maybe push the door open a little bit and just see if I can get like a better look at both of them.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh, it's not. 18.
Okay. You peek in pretty quietly now that like half of your body is in the door. Kentigern does not see you. But you get a better look at this man. He is an older human in his late 50s, maybe. Dark brown hair, almost black hair, cropped. Large nose, warm smile, bright blue eyes. Clearly human. You remember, now that you see his face a little bit more, you can remember seeing him in court a few times. He's never really talked to you or done anything of interest, or you aren't even really sure you know his name. Especially since names are hard to remember for a 7-year-old.
Does he have a bag or anything?
Make a perception check.
Oh no. 14?
He does have a bag. It's at his side. On the side of, facing you.
Is there any way I can sneak over and see what's inside?
You can certainly try.
Are there like things to hide behind?
You can certainly try. Make another stealth check. Go ahead and make another stealth check. The DC is a little lower because you already rolled an 18.
Oh, well, that's a natural 18, so 24.
Okay. Tiptoe closer and closer and closer, and no one seems to see or hear you. You pull
Just
open
crawling on the floor.
You pull open the bag. Make an investigation check.
Oh, I'm rolling pretty well tonight. That's I can add, I swear. 21.
Okay. It's got a fair amount of gold in it.
I don't care about gold. Is there anything else?
There is a bottle of ink, a quill, some blank parchment.
Is there anything drawn, like pictures?
You look at the parchment and there's nothing drawn. No pictures, just words.
Is it a story?
You start to read it and no, it looks like a letter.
Does it say who it's to?
Yes.
Okay. Or who it's from.
It's from... Sorry. It is signed with a sigil that you don't recognize.
Okay, who is it to?
It is written to... It says, dearest wife.
Well, that sounds romantic. Can I read it? Or just get a gist of it?
Sure. It doesn't really make sense, though, because it's supposed to be romance, but the tone and it's using a lot of big words that you don't really understand. But it seems like he is rebuking her and kind of, it's along the lines of, you are the reason our family is split.
This doesn't seem very nice. I don't want to read anymore.
Yeah, so you put it away. There's another letter.
Oh.
And, actually, no, that's it. That's the only letter you find.
Okay.
But, yeah. There are some little trinkets. You see a small silver pendant that looks like a large feline. It's about this big. And that's it.
So I still don't know what his name is.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are they still talking?
They're still talking, but you're so engrossed in what you're looking at that you don't really hear them.
Okay. I'm gonna try to sneak back out.
Okay, make a stealth check.
That's an 11.
What is this? The stranger turns around and looks and sees you. Oh,
Hi.
Leona, what are you doing here? Are you eavesdropping again?
No.
Make a deception check.
25.
Leona, dear, this gentleman and I were having a private conversation, so I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
You should close the door if the conversation is supposed to be private.
I thought it was closed.
Was it?
Leona, go to bed immediately. The stranger turns and looks at you, and his gaze lingers. He's like...
Mine does too.
You meet his gaze bravely. And he just gives you a smile.
I'm Leona.
He laughs. He says, "Hello, Leona. It's very nice to meet you."
You're supposed to tell me your name.
You are right. You are correct. My name is Ain.
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 It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
I linger.
Leona,
Fine.
off to bed.
Love you. I'll go to bed.
Love you too. Do you go straight to bed?
Nope. Close the door and I maybe just wait to see if they keep talking.
They do. Make a perception check.
16.
Okay, that's pretty good. You hear... It's a good thing she didn't inherit her father's poor looks. And Richard just laughs. She is beautiful just like her mother and her grandmother. Hopefully she will never know the first, or the former.
I have a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm. You run along to bed and make an intelligence check as you fall asleep.
Man, these dice have been very kind to me tonight. 19.
God damn it.
Sorry.
It's okay. As you start to drift off to sleep, you begin to start to forget what you've heard. And when you drift off, as you wake up the next morning, you kind of wonder if that was a dream or if that was real. But then Kristoff is being terribly mean to you the next day.
Always. He's mean.
Always. He's very mean. And from your slumber, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Leona.
What?
Leona, shh. It's our time for watch. It's Ray. All of my boy voices sound the same. It's fine.
All I know is I went from a 7-year-old Leona to a normal age Leona. But I sounded like 7-year-old Leona.
It's fine.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It is in the wee hours of the morning. And you two are the only ones awake. Make a perception check.
Are we dying?
No.
Oh, Lord, come
I hope
on.
not.
13.
I'll roll one for Ray.
Dice have turned on me.
He offers you a piece of cheese and a piece of bread from his pack.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. You did you sleep well?
Yes, I had some very strange dreams, but yes, other than that, you.
I did sleep well, thank you, Leona. What kind of dreams did you have?
Dreams of being a 7-year-old again.
Oh, that's very specific.
Yes, it was a very specific memory. Or dream? Or... I don't know, I was very young. I think I was 7. Maybe I was 8. I don't know. All I know is Sir Kentagon was having a very strange conversation with a very strange man. I may have snuck in while they were having a conversation.
That doesn't sound like you at all, Leona.
It doesn't. I don't know why I don't know what dream me was thinking. She didn't even find anything. Except like a paper. I don't know. It was all very strange. Didn't really make much sense. But dreams are like that sometimes, so...
That they are. I don't often remember mine.
Oh, really?
Really?
Mine are often quite, vivid. Usually brightly coloured.
It's the sign of an active imagination, surely.
Oh, I hope so. I hope that those are just dreams. I don't really like the idea of a dragon chasing me, looking for a piece of pie.
Oh, Leona.
Hey, so you didn't... Guess if you had any dreams, you wouldn't have remembered them.
No, I find that, if I do remember my dreams, they're usually about old memories, as well. Things I would actually rather not dwell on. Specific incidences in my youth or childhood. Traumatic events that, every child has to go through.
I don't actually know if I've ever been through a traumatic event. I've read about them. I'm sorry that you had to go through them.
Maybe not as a child, but I lost my father when I was young. It was a hunting accident. He was thrown from his horse.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Sometimes I dream about that day.
Were you there?
I was. I was there. I wasn't the only one. A few of my cousins were there as well, but I didn't even want to go hunting that day. But he promised me that I could ride his horse.
That seems a very fair deal.
Oh yes, he had a beautiful stallion.
Oh, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
His name was Shadow.
Shadow.
He was entirely black, except for a single white stripe right here.
He sounds very handsome.
Oh, he was the most regal and noble of stallions. And he did not listen to me at all.
I would pay quite the sum of gold to see that.
It was very entertaining. My father rode my horse. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sour the conversation.
No.
I'm actually not used to talking about these kinds of things.
I've read that it's very good to talk about these things. I don't really know much about them, but if you ever wanted to talk, I could just listen. Maybe.
That's very kind. You know, if you ever needed to talk as well, I'm here.
Thank you. I don't really know what I would talk about other than the weird dreams that I have sometimes. They're just weird, so dragons and pie and strange men meeting Lord Kendigan. But how old were you? If you don't mind me asking.
No, I don't. I was 14.
It's very young.
Yes, we were very close.
What about you?
Go ahead.
Your mother?
She and I were not as close until he passed. She took it as well as I think she could have. Things weren't quite the same after that. As I expect they aren't when that sort of thing happens. But
Sometimes they can't be the same, but they can still become something good. Just different. Even if it's hard.
sometimes I haven't really seen eye to eye with my mother recently. We haven't really gotten on very well. Ideological differences, I guess you could say.
Well, when did you last see her?
Probably 8 months ago. 9, perhaps.
Do you know when you'll see her again?
Honestly, Leona, if I had it my way, I would not see her again for a very long time. I don't know what's happened to her. She's changed. I don't know. Well, time will tell, I suppose. But I'm grateful for the reprieve. Especially since it's here with you lot.
They're pretty great.
Yes, they are something.
I know you don't necessarily get along with your mother, but don't you think at some point you two will find a way to patch things up, make it work?
Perhaps. There's always a chance. What about you? I feel like we're talking an awful lot about me.
Oh, well, I never met my mother or my father. Um, I'm not entirely sure why. Don't really know anything about them, but Lord Kentigan said that he found me in the stables. He named me Leona Swiftsilver, and that just became who I was,
Who you are.
who I am.
I'm sorry, that sounds very hard not to know your parents.
Well, for the longest time, I didn't realize I didn't know who my parents were. That's why I really thought that the Kentigans were my family, and they had just given me a weird last name nickname. But they were very kind, and I guess at one point I was curious, and I still am. Have a lot of questions.
I'm certain.
But
Do
the
you
Kentigans were kind to me, and Lord Kentigan was as much a father as I could have asked for. So
He was a very good man.
he was.
I know you must miss him.
Some days are easier than others.
I understand that.
Sometimes I wonder what he would say if he knew that I was traveling, that I went to a fancy wedding, that I performed for the First Lord.
Quite beautifully, might I add. Truly, I've never heard anyone sing like that before.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I had some very, very impressive tutors.
Oh, is that so?
I did. Yes, so sometimes I wonder that
Well, maybe one day you'll find them. And I hope that it is what you want. Or what you need. Or something that does you justice.
me too.
And even if it doesn't, it sounds like Kentigan was good to you.
He was. They all were, for the most part.
Oh?
I don't think Lady Maris did not like me very much.
Oh?
I think she had a difficult time coming into the family after Lord Kentigan's first wife passed, and I think it just made it hard. I mean, I tried to be nice to her, and I think she did the best that she could, but I think it's been made very clear that she's not very fond of me. Or at the very least doesn't trust me.
Well, she is probably just jealous.
Weird thing to be, but maybe.
In my experience, I have noticed that sometimes older women who feel as though their youth is over sometimes resent younger, beautiful, talented women. Not always, of course. Not just those that have learned to define themselves by those things.
Well, I suppose it could be that. I don't know. I've never really given it much thought. I just tried to stay out of her way as much as possible.
I had a few people like that growing up as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, I had a cousin who was quite the menace, and she loved to torment me. It's true.
Go on.
Oh, she was a few years older than me, and she would pull my hair and, just the most ridiculous children things, Push me into the mud and trip me when I walked by.
Christoph would do that to me. He wasn't very nice sometimes. I think he was always meaning it in a nice way. I think.
Sounds like you were happy, though, despite that.
I was. I am. I mean, what's the point of being upset over things I can't control? I let myself be upset. I let myself wonder from time to time. I do, like I said, I have questions, but worrying about them all the time. Well, there's a lot of other things in life that I don't want to miss.
Like what?
Everything. Friendship, adventure, love.
With young Mr. Roman.
Not just for me.
Oh.
I glance over at the sleeping forms of Mondi and Deirdre.
Oh?
I'm planning their wedding. I'm trying to decide what colors would be good.
What about white and purple?
But what kind of purple? You don't want it to be too close. You need a nice accent. I'm keeping notes because I'm trying to figure it all out. I think I have a little bit of time because they're obviously taking their time, but there's some things that they need to work through. But I am very hopeful that it will end beautifully.
Oh, excuse me. Well, good things come to those who wait. So perhaps one day they'll get that happy ending.
I'm sure they will. Sometimes, I may wonder what my own wedding would look like.
I'm sure.
I don't know what colors I want. There's too many colors to choose from.
Aye, there are. Well, I'm sure that whomever is waiting for you at the altar will be one very lucky person.
It's kind of you to say.
It's the truth. I'm not saying it because it is kind, but because I believe it. I do my very best to tell people the things that I think are important, because you never know when the last time you're going to see them is, especially in a world like this. I suppose that's awfully pessimistic of me.
No. More like seizing the moment.
Exactly, that's what it is. Seizing the moment. Nothing is guaranteed.
If you don't seize a moment, it might pass.
The moment will pass regardless of whether or not you seize it.
That's true. I'm probably gonna get my lute out and just strum.
Okay.
Like haphazardly. Bing, 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 bing. Not like that.
Oh my god.
I don't have my guitar. It's the only thing I can play.
Go ahead and make another perception check for me.
I don't want to because it makes me nervous. One of these days, I'm just going to have my modifiers memorized and I have to open this every time. 17.
Oh, snap. Ray actually rolled higher than you. Leona.
Yeah.
Leona.
What?
Look just over there. Between those trees, those two oaks. Look very carefully. Do you see them? You look and you see small little lights of fireflies.
I've never seen fireflies before. I know what they are, though, right? Do I know what they are?
Sure.
Know what they are.
That or they're will-o-wisps and we're fucked.
What's a will-o-wisp?
It's a fey creature that leads you to terrible places and then eats your soul, I think.
What?
I don't know. I just know that they are made of light and they are dangerous.
Well, obviously I need to investigate and see which one it is. But very cautiously.
After you.
Oh, that was more to the DM. I'm just going to give up.
Oh, okay.
And start creeping.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
It's not going to matter, but 22.
You feel pretty hidden from what you find out to be fireflies.
I like step into the clearing until like they're around me.
Mm-hmm. There's about 20 of them.
They're beautiful. I've never seen one of these before.
You look back and Ray is not in the clearing, but leaning against a tree just out inside of the clearing. Yes. I was just going to say, yes, they are very beautiful.
I've never seen this many before. I've never even seen one. Do they always come up like this?
I don't know. You watch as one lands right on your nose. And it flies away.
They're lovely.
They are. We have these in Zandaria sometimes if you can get out of the city.
Really?
Sometimes.
Magical.
Quite.
We should dance.
Dance?
Mm-hmm.
To what music?
I don't know. We'll make it up. And I'll go and I'll like put my lute down against the tree. Or I probably left it back by the fire.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're close enough that we can still like watch our friends, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I will reach for his arm. Not really asking.
Okay. Is this like a
waltz?
Okay, a waltz. You watch as you begin to form like a waltz position. You watch as his body instinctively pulls you up into the absolute perfect waltz. Are you going to sing or what?
Oh. Okay. I don't know what's a waltzy tune. I don't really care. Leona doesn't really care either.
Anything with three quarters beat.
Yep, that doesn't help me.
Three quarters time.
Hurry! Somebody Google me a song that is in 3/4 time. Or we could just like, yeah, I shouldn't have said waltz, guys. I don't know how to do things.
It's fine. It's a waltz. Let me. I tell you what. Hold on.
Find me a song.
All right. I'm playing it, and you'll be able to listen to it when you listen to the session.
Okay.
And exactly to the beat. Oh gosh, I made it go away. He begins to lead you in a waltz. And it is one of the most perfect waltzes you've ever seen from a guy. Surprising.
Am I still singing?
Mm-hmm. I think you're humming.
Okay.
Make a performance check.
21.
Oh, damn. Okay. Time seems to slow between the two of you. And as you dance together, underneath the fireflies in the clearing. It's, like something you would expect from what you've read. It's
Aww.
sweet and tender and almost surreal. It's hard to imagine that what has transpired in order for this event to have taken place. And the flashes of memories from being accused of killing Lord Richard Kentigern to meeting your new friends, traveling together, all the way to Asmarin, watching Mondi get kidnapped and rescuing him.
Good times.
Pulling the dress off of Deirdre. The memories all swirl in front of you until eventually they just fade and it's only you in the moment. In the darkness. And the song comes to an end. Ray pulls back and gives you a very formal bow.
I will curtsy. You're a very good dancer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are the fireflies still here? Or are they?
They're slowly beginning to fade. You feeling better after that dream now?
I think so.
Good. I'm rather impressed. I don't think I've met anyone who is quite an optimist like you are.
I wish I could say there was some secret. Don't really have one.
That's fair. That's fair. I suppose we should get back to the fire.
Now we have to watch for bugbears.
We do have to watch for bugbears. Remember, they can be very small. Even in your hair. Look!
No!
He reaches into your braid and he steps very close to you, and for a second you catch him stopping and taking a deep breath and then pulling back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. There's no bugbear. I was only teasing.
Oh, there's nothing there? Are you sure?
Make an investigation check.
Investigate 15. Adding is hard, guys.
Yeah, there's no bugbears in your hair.
Oh, thank goodness. I was really worried there for a minute.
The two of you head back towards the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So, Leona, what is it that you hope to find in Adare with your friends?
That's a very good question. I know that Deirdre's looking to see if she can find more information about her family. I think that's probably where we're going to start. After that, I'm not really sure. Guess it probably depends on what she finds.
That's fair. Do you know what you will do after?
After Adaria? I don't know. Probably stay with them wherever they decide to go.
You lot seem like a great group. I hope that you stick together.
Well, I can't go back to Ilvinus quite yet, so...
I wish there was something I could do to help you.
Okay, everything will hopefully get itself sorted out, and time heals all things, right?
Is that so?
What I read, so...
You've read a lot about a lot, haven't you, Leona?
I do like to read. When you live in one place for a long time, it's nice to at least read about other places.
What's the best place you've ever read about?
That's a very good question. I've heard that there is this small town outside of Grassgrave, like in the woods, tucked away. I don't know if it actually exists. But it's a small community, and everyone there is friendly, and they visit Grassgrave now and then to keep the city supplied, but there are a few great adventurers in the city that town rather, that go exploring through the forest and bring back little trinkets that they find tucked away. Everyone there is very lovely. Warm families. Loving couples. Happy kids.
That sounds incredible.
Like I said, I don't know if it's real, but it's the best place I've read about.
Maybe you should go visit one day.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe I'll meet you there.
Yeah, what's your plan? I know you're looking for your friend. What happens if your friend is there? What will you do?
If my friend is in Adare, I will talk to her. I will make sure she is safe. There are some things that I want to ask her about. I think she left because she thought she was in danger. And I want to know what it is and what I have to do to fix it. I'll do anything to fix it. Whatever it is to get her home.
Well, if our paths align, maybe we can help you fix it.
I would be eternally grateful, for she means more to me than anyone else in the entire world.
She sounds lovely.
She is. You would like her. She's very charming and so witty. So painfully witty sometimes.
Well, then I can't wait to meet him in Adare.
I hope she's there. Truly.
I hope so too.
And then after that, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if home is the right place for me after then. Maybe I'll stay with her. Maybe. Roll an insight check.
It's not very good. 11. It's more than 10.
Okay. Oh man, he rolled a natural 2. Leona, you get the sense that he is not being entirely honest. But you can tell that you can tell that there's something he's not telling you. And that there is a much deeper adoration in his voice than you would imagine someone was capable of for a friend.
Ray.
Yes, Leona?
This friend of yours. Are you sure she's just a friend? Should I be planning another wedding?
Oh. you've called me. It's my sister.
Oh, so no wedding.
I would certainly hope not.
No wedding then.
No wedding.
Your sister.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
Why did she say she was your friend?
He kind of leans in a little closer to you. I fear that someone might be following me. I can't prove it, but no, not right now. Just in
Where?
in general, I hope to blend in a little easier. And if rumors spread about someone who looks like me looking for his sister, it can be easier to pin down exactly who I am, and I would prefer if mine and her identities were kept from under anyone's radar, especially if she's in danger.
Who are you?
I mean, I'm no one. Not really. But she is very important, and she means the world to me. And I don't want to bring her any danger, any more undue danger.
I guess we'll have to find her.
I guess we will. We will. I will. I will find her.
When did we get uninvited?
I only mean to say that you should not feel obliged to aid me on my quest. We are traveling in the same direction, and for that I'm grateful. But if your path takes you somewhere else, I'll understand.
I don't really know where my path is going right now, so my options are pretty open.
Well, if you could pick where your path was going, where would you pick? Back home to Ilvaness to plan your own wedding.
I don't know. That's what I wanted initially, and I still do. I still do want to go back to Ilvanus, but seeing the world is a lot different than reading about it.
That's for certain.
So maybe, I don't know. Eventually I'll probably go back, but for right now I don't really know what I want to do.
I understand. And what about this war?
It's still on my list.
Going to fix it?
Going to try. Someone has to. Why not us?
That is a very valid question. Why not you?
I don't know.
What? What is it?
It's been a long couple of weeks.
I agree. For all of you, I think, hasn't it?
Much longer for others, more so than myself, I'm afraid. I kind of glance back at everybody, because Kesra did get, like, harpooned in the chest. So.
Kesra
remains relatively unscathed. Minus, like, falling unconscious a lot. I'm not very good at, like, fighting, But, you know, in the grand scheme of things,
You're doing pretty well for yourself.
I'm staying out of trouble for the most part.
And getting recognized by the Lord of Asmarin.
That was simply luck. Literally.
If you say so. I mean, everyone heard you sing. We all know you deserve to be there.
There are plenty of other bards who would have just been just as fantastic. I was very fortunate to be the one selected.
Do you always sell yourself this short?
Is it selling myself short?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not I don't think I'm bad, but I've heard many very talented entertainers, and one day I would love to be as fantastic as they are, but I don't know. It's nice to feel appreciated, though.
Have you heard of the great bard Araniah Kalehold?
Don't know. Have I?
Roll a history check.
Oh no, fam. just 11. No.
Well, she was a half-elf too. And she was a very, very well-known bard. Well, I guess not that well-known if you haven't heard of her. But I heard her sing once. And it was incredible.
Really?
It was. I can count on one hand the time of that kind of power I felt from someone singing, or playing an instrument, or performing.
Where did you say you heard her perform?
In Zandaria at court.
Does she perform there often?
I haven't heard her since I was a young boy, but I remember her.
Well, maybe one day I'll get to hear her too.
I hope so. What can I say? I have a soft spot for talented voices. Iris had a talent as well.
Iris. That.
Yes.
Even if her life was cut short, I'm sure you made it brighter just by being a part of it.
Perhaps I think she was the light, though. More than I. But I appreciate you saying that. She was one of those people who you spend time with and you can't really believe they're real. And it only makes sense that they get taken from you so soon. I think I had a hard time letting go because we never recovered a body. I just assumed that we would find her one day, and when we didn't, I had to learn to let go. And that's not very easy. We had actually only just gotten engaged. We hadn't even announced it yet. I don't know. Part of me was thinking that she couldn't possibly want to be with a man like me and had run off someone else.
And you said I sell myself short.
You have talent. All I have are my dashing good looks.
Use them. You say that as though that's nothing.
In the grand scheme of things, yes, it's nothing.
You say that as though that's the only thing you have to offer.
One of them, yes.
I have known you a very short while, and I would say there are many qualities that a lady would be lucky to have you by her side.
Well, coming from you, that is great praise.
And obviously truth.
Obviously. What about Roman makes him so great?
Well, he's charming, and he has ways of making me feel special. I didn't have very many friends at court.
That's hard to believe. Can't imagine anyone not liking you.
Some people just didn't like the idea of me, or who they thought I was. So,
What do you mean by that?
people saying things,
Things like what?
foolish things that don't even matter because they're not true.
Well, if they're not true...
But who really cares about finding out the truth in court? You know that better than anyone. Nobody who dances like that hasn't spent a fair amount of time in court. But I digress.
You are incredible.
Well, so are you.
Are you only saying that because I said it?
No.
Doesn't that
I would have said it, you just beat me to it.
doesn't that diminish what I've said? It's kind of rude if you think about it.
Oh. Didn't mean to be fine. Then you are fantastic.
I'm sorry I interrupted. Yes, the things that people say at court can be terrible.
So, I didn't have many friends. I thought I thought I had more friends than I did. To be honest, it wasn't until I met them that I look over at our sleeping companions that I realized that maybe what I thought was friendship wasn't anything more than tolerating. So
It is hard to know who is your friend when people only want you for power.
or think that you only want them for power.
Yes.
But Roman was always kind to me.
Is that so?
Always.
Has he told you how he felt about you?
Not specifically. It's more like like we dance around it. He's a very good dancer. Not quite as good a dancer as you, though. I'm very impressed.
Thank you, Leona.
But no, never in words, but in glances, in gestures, in the way he looks at me sometimes. There are other ways to tell people how you feel about them than with words.
Of course. Of course there are.
You said you know him, right?
Yes, a little. We were younger. But yes, I remember.
Only when you were younger? How young?
I mean, I still continue to know him, I suppose.
Have you ever spoken to him? Has he ever mentioned me? That
I
that was. I'm so sorry. That was silly.
I have spoken to him, yes.
Oh,
Yes, we have spoken. A few times.
don't suppose he ever mentioned me.
Not exactly.
Hmm.
There were other things on his mind then, I think.
He does do quite a bit, so I guess that makes sense.
He's a very popular man.
He is. All of the Kentigans really are. But Roman does seem to be the most favored.
Yes, he is certainly... Everyone likes to see him at court. Especially the ladies. I suppose he's not terrible to look at, if you're of that persuasion.
He's not. Not that there aren't other handsome men.
Surely.
But yes, he does tend to catch the eye of many a lady.
That he does. You know, there are many other handsome men in the world who wouldn't dance around how they feel about you. It's a large world out there.
You're right. One day Roman will be ready. And he'll share beautiful moments. But he's not ready. It's okay. Court is difficult and obligations are difficult and I get that.
Yes. It can be complicated. And distracting. It's why I'm glad that I have left. Hopefully to never return.
Never.
Perhaps. Perhaps. If I can convince my family that I'm not needed as much as they think I am.
Go on.
Well, I am the oldest child.
Mm.
And I have a lot of responsibility. So, it's kind of strange being born into this world. I think a lot of people are angry that they are not, but I think if they spent a few days, they would learn that the more money you have, the more your problems grow. Don't get me wrong, I am incredibly lucky to be born how I was born, but I would trade it. Not my sister, of course. She's literally the best person in the entire world.
She certainly sounds like it.
We're twins.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Almost not twins, technically. We were born on different days. If you can imagine. It was a long labor.
That's pretty fantastic, though.
Yes, she has always been... I have never had a greater friend.
Well, we're going to find her. So maybe once you find her, you can... I don't know.
She will know what to do. She always does. I'm a little lost without her, I think. Like, she's always kept me in check. And, without her, things just don't seem like they have much of a point, I suppose. I think it's a strange relationship to have with a sibling. I think others aren't this close to their siblings, but when you, I guess, are twins, it's different. But, yeah, she will know. She'll know what to do. She always, like I said, she always does. She's great at advice. She's not always great on following advice given to her.
She sounds a lot like Kesra. In that she likes to give advice, but
I
maybe
cannot.
this isn't like our advice. Maybe that's what it is.
Kessera is certainly something else, isn't she?
She is. I think she likes us more than she wants to let on.
I think she's quite fond of you.
I think she's getting better at tolerating us.
I will admit it, she's rather a rather impressive fighter.
She is. She is.
She fights a little dirty.
She does. She does. She does. I don't have an argument for that. You're absolutely right.
Do you know if she's got any formal training in the army, perhaps? The military?
No. I just know she came from place.
Place?
Mm-hmm.
What place is that?
No, place. Like with a capital P. It's in the northeast. It's I think, like, on the way. I can't remember exactly where she said. But place. Mm-hmm. I know, I didn't believe it either. But it's true.
You're certain.
I'm pretty certain.
Oh, Leona, you are incredible. I hope you get to return to Ilvaness.
Me too. One day.
I'm going to go take a walk around the perimeter just to make sure nothing else is nearby.
Okay.
And then when I get back, maybe you could I could take the rest of the watch and you could get some sleep.
It's sweet of you. I like that.
Dang it, Mindy, you made me yawn!
I didn't actually yawn either. That was...
Dang it!
Yawn. Yawn. Oh, wait. That's not how that works.
Fuck you. Ray gets up and takes a walk around. Sits off into the darkness.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm really just humming to myself, keeping an eye out. Just humming, watching, trying to remember my dream a little bit, but mostly just watching for Ray to come back, watching for buggers, big and small.
Leona. A few minutes go by, and you feel something warm in your pocket.
Is it a pretzel? I love you, Kate.
No, it's not a pretzel.
Yeah, plural Kates. I reach. What? It's probably a bugbear.
You reach in afraid, and it's the silver, or the coin that Maud gave you.
Oh, much less terrifying than a bugbear. What do I do with it? Do I know what to do with it?
You touch
Hello?
it. You touch it, and you sense another presence.
Ray?
No, it's from the
Oh,
and
Ray?
a voice speaks to you. Damn it, Mindy.
I don't know how things work. What is D&D?
You hear the familiar voice of Roman Kentigern.
What is
Leona,
Roman?
are you all right?
I am. Are you all right?
I am.
Did you get out of the city?
I did.
I'm gonna kind of walk towards the edge, so I'm a little further away from them, but I can still see everything.
Are you safe?
I think so. Are you?
Yes, of course.
Where are you?
I'm north of Azmarin.
Oh, okay.
Are you still with your friends?
Yes. I mean, I don't know where Ray went, but yes.
Who's Ray?
Oh, he's this man we met at the wedding. He's very nice. He's just traveling with us to Fabreach. He's a very good dancer.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. Where did Alexandria get out? Did everyone get out?
Yes, we're all safe.
What's going on in the city?
It's chaos. Sorry, guys. Oh my god.
I've started a terrible, terrible trend.
You did.
I'm sorry. I feel like I need a coin in my hand that I'm holding up to my mouth as though I'm holding something.
The city is chaotic and it's a disaster, but are all of your friends safe?
Yeah, everyone's safe.
Good. Have you seen anything strange along the countryside?
I mean, we did meet someone who apparently died 10 years ago.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes. His name was Eloke. I remember it because it sounds like elope. And he found us and he helped us collect firewood. And then we went to the next town and apparently he was actually dead for 10 years. We went to his grave.
That's very strange.
That's what I said. But we didn't stay to investigate because we have other things we need to do, so...
What other things are you going to do?
Well, we're going to go see if we can get some more information about Deirdre's family. We're just going to go visit her home, I think.
In Fabreach?
Yes. Well, not Fabreach, but near Fabreach. Adare? And then I don't know what the plan is after that. I don't know if we have a plan after that. I have a plan, and my plan is to stop the war. That's my plan.
Leona, that's a terrible idea. I mean, I appreciate it, but...
Why does everyone keep telling me that it's a terrible idea?
Probably because it is. Are you sure you're safe?
Yes, I'm certain. There are no bugbears. Well, I haven't seen in many, only one. But aside from that, I mean, I think we're safe. It's nice having an extra person just in case.
Yeah, tell me about this extra person.
Ray?
Yes.
He's nice. I mean, I think he's from Zandaria.
How nice.
I mean, he's very friendly. He actually helped us on the way back from the
Rehearsal dinner?
the rehearsal dinner. Yeah, he he stepped in and helped us when we were um, attacked, ambushed. Ambush isn't the right word. They were
You
trying to mug us.
you were attacked.
I mean, we weren't attacked, and everyone's fine. Mostly, everyone's fine. Everyone's fine. But yeah, he stepped in and he helped us, and then he helped with Deirdre and her dress, and he's been very helpful. I think he's looking for a friend, so I don't know how much longer he'll stay with us.
And you said he's a very good dancer.
Well, yes, he is.
You know that from experience, then?
Well, I danced with him at the wedding. I
Oh,
couldn't find you.
of course. Just curious. Are you all right?
I am. When am I going to get to see you again?
I don't know. I hope soon. I hope maybe I can find you when you're done in Faybreach.
That would be great. I miss you.
I miss you too. I can't wait to see you again. I think we're about to get some answers on my father's death.
Really?
Really.
Roman, do you know if there's been any information about my parents?
Your parents. One second. The line goes silent. You wait. And wait. And wait. Leona?
Roman?
Yeah, no, there hasn't been any information on your parents yet.
Oh,
But they are looking.
okay.
We just want to make sure that you're not being accused of a crime you didn't commit.
Right. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Leona,
Yes?
you know those awful rumors in court? The ones about you and my father.
Yes.
Was there any truth to them?
No. No. Why would... Of course not.
I just had to make sure. I never asked because I'd always believed you, but there are people in evidence who truly believe them, and
Well, they're not true.
I believe you. I do. Are you alright? I can hear your frown from over here.
I'm okay. I just miss you.
We'll be back together soon.
Okay.
Be careful in Vaybreach.
What do you mean?
I think there's some military movement there.
From the crown?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you made it past the bridge yet?
Yes, we made it past the bridge. We saw Crown's Guard, but they didn't stop us.
Well,
We saw another caravan though. I think they might be blocking the bridge.
they've done more than block the bridge.
What do you mean?
Someone's burned it down.
What?
About 2 days ago, from what I hear. That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Leona. There's a description of the perpetrators.
Okay.
They say that one is They say there are 2 female half-elves, a light-haired woman, and a purple tiefling.
We... Good. Well...
What? You didn't burn down the bridge, did you?
No. We crossed the bridge. We saw a fishy woman and man arguing with them, but they let us through.
All right. I'll see what we can do. Just be careful out there.
Okay.
Do you know anyone who would want to frame any of your friends?
No. Do I? I don't think so.
Do you?
No one from this plane.
What does that mean?
I mean, the Fae. There is a very, very angry Fae.
Angry at you?
Oh no, not at me. I don't think she likes Deirdre very much, though.
What fae is this?
Veranestra?
Veranestra.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know. I'll keep my ears out, just in case. And the tiefling, there's no one who would want to frame him.
I mean, I can't imagine that the cult was very happy when we interrupted whatever they were doing. So,
It's fair.
I mean, they could be after him.
And the new person in your party, Ray. What about him?
I don't know. All I know is he's looking for his friend. That's his sister.
His sister?
Yeah.
What does he look like?
Very tall. Very tall. Dark hair. Curly. He's handsome. He's, I'm looking over as though he's in my room right now. Strong. Green eyes.
Like bottle green?
Yes.
Just checking.
Is he in trouble?
I don't know. I don't know. Does he seem dangerous?
No.
Or like he's in danger?
No. I think he's just trying to find his sister.
All right. I'll look into it. Be careful, Leona, you don't know this man. And I know you tend to believe everything everyone says, but not everyone has good intentions like you.
Okay. You're right.
Remember, even though you are very good-natured, other people lie.
He doesn't seem the type, but
They never do.
I'll be careful.
Promise?
I promise.
All right. Does he have a last name?
Oh, I don't know. I never asked him.
All right. Leona, take care of yourself now.
Okay.
I'll see you.
too.
I'll see you very soon.
I look forward to it.
As do I. Goodbye, Leona.
Bye, Roman.
It grows cold in your touch.
Put it back in my pocket after I stare at it. And then I will put it in my pocket.
Ray comes back out of the tree line after a few minutes. My music is getting the better of me, guys. Listen.
Do you see anything?
No, I didn't see anything at all.
Do I believe him?
Roll for insight.
I didn't roll very well. 14. Did you roll a 20?
Well, I rolled something.
Are you taking a picture of it right now?
Yep.
Is it a 1? He's so bad at No, it wasn't a 1 that he got before.
It was an insight check that he...
Okay. I believe you. Oh, okay. All right. What do I get?
He was lying. He clearly saw something. He seems put off a little.
You sure you didn't see anything?
Roll persuasion.
Oh, good luck. 27.
He kind of looks at you and says, "Were you talking to someone just now?"
What?
I came back from my patrol about 5 minutes ago. I thought I heard you talking to someone.
No. This is a bit embarrassing. I was actually talking to myself. I mean,
It sounded like you were telling them about my sister.
stories. Every good storyteller practices.
Make a deception check.
No. 15?
Right. Stories. You're welcome to go to bed. I've got the rest of this watch.
Okay.
Good night. Good night. And that's where we're gonna end the session tonight.
Breaking hearts everywhere.
Guys, give it up for Leona, aka Mindy. She killed it tonight. Leona kills me. I love her so much. Mindy hates her sometimes, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damn! Oh, there goes Ray of Sunshine! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Leona! Thanks for the compliments, you guys. My face hurts.
My heart hurts.
Yeah, guys, give it up for Mindy, who kills this RP every time. She just kills it. Kills it dead.
I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah, you're right. Leona is so good. The next...
No! Did you see the last 30 seconds of that?
Oh. We are playing again in this session, or in this campaign setting, on Monday night at 6:30 Central Standard Time. T-Fried0237, we are playing a one-shot on Sunday, which is set in this world, but it will not be these characters. Our next solo session between me and Mindy will probably happen in the next month. I'd like to have these every week with a different player, but it just depends on their availability. So this week it was Leona and Ray.
These comments are killing me.
I know.
Literally dying.
I know. It's so good. Please. Oh, I can't. You look and see Amaryllis was watching you the whole time.
I mean,
it's pretty on par for the course.
It is.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Oh, God, sorry. We will catch the rest of the group, like I said, again on Monday, 6:30 Central Standard Time. And then between this Monday and next Monday, there will hopefully be another solo session with a different player.
Ooh, who it gonna be?
It's either gonna be Maldi or Kesra. We'll see.
Oh, God. Okay.
I am Camille, your host and Dungeon Master. You can find me on Twitter at CamilleDoesDND. You can also join our Discord. It's right underneath our video. It's a good group. Feel free to ask any questions. If you're a subscriber, you'll get access to, I'll answer any questions I see, but if you're a subscriber, you get access to special channels where you get to ask me or the players anything you'd like. I mean, we'll probably answer any questions you have in the regular chat, but you never know. We'll see you guys soon. Oh, Mindy can sign
Oh,
up too.
I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713. That's that. Oh, I play Leona. I feel like here I am, internet.
Guys, I forgot to pull up the credits. Guys. I need like an alarm.
There was a little crab. His name was Balter.
Bolter?
Yeah, his name was
What
Balter.
the fuck kind of name is Bolter?
Don't judge my crab. My. Oh no, I said crab. Crab's name.
All right, so it was great to see you guys. y'all have a nice whatever. See you later. Bye.
She would have lied, right?